I would like to now state my premises as boldly as possible. I think that art is very much like science. It is a probe into the unknown. In fact, I think that art is like the advance guard of science. That we go places where science does not have the equipment with which to deal. Many, many millennia ago, the poets and the flute players and the dancers probed the moon. They did dances and wrote poems and created all sorts of mysterious rites to reach, to touch, to understand this exquisite, strange, waning, expanding, disappearing phenomena. Now that our healthy young men have put their heavy hobnailed boots on the face of the moon, I don't think many poets will be writing poems about the moon. We led them there. We led those spacemen to the moon. We will have other frontiers. To pose the other word and then shuttle back and forth between them, I think that the essence of entertainment, or let's say the necessary given about entertainment, is that everything is given. There are no questions. Someone comes out in entertainment, he says, he does a little hiccup, you say, ah, he's drunk. We know that right away. Someone does, it's fun, it's physical. What's to understand? You know, it's there. It's physical. It's even better when it's virtuoistic. And we are given answers that have been given. And they are given sweetly, with inventiveness, with surprises, by beautiful, magnetic, mysterious people. Of course, there is an art in being a human being, and that's another kind of an art, which is another complexity which I don't think there's time enough to explore. But I know when I get through with a heavy day, it's fun to pick up a mystery that's not a mystery. There are no mysteries about a Bond mystery or an Agatha Christie mystery. There are only ingenuities. There are no questionings of who I am, what my place in the world is. And I don't want that. There are times where I want to just let down, and I don't want to think about those things. I adore the comic strips, though some of them are quite artistic and poetic. Because everything is always contradicted. Whatever I say can be easily contradicted, and I can contradict it myself, which is what makes it all very interesting. On the other hand, I think art is not unlike a thesis that a man or a woman prepares when they're trying to get a doctorate. They study an area of life that has not been studied, or they examine a certain area that has never been approached from that particular point of view. And they spend a lot of time at it, a year, 2 years, 3 years. And there comes a point where they know more about, say, a certain aspect of Aaron Burr's life, or they know more about a certain crystal that's found in granite than anyone else in the world. And they are aware also of the further information that they lack. And then they take the results of what they know more than anyone else, and they put it in a shape, and they turn to their fellow man and they say, "This is what I found out. This is as much as I know, say, about viruses. And this is as much as I've discovered. Now, with this little step, can we proceed further?" I think that artists do this with human experience. Beckett, the man who wrote Waiting for Godot, was once asked, why didn't Godot appear? These two men, in case you don't know the play, are waiting for someone called Godot. And he said, well, if I knew who Godot was, he would have appeared.